Hello everyone, welcome back once again. In this video, we are going to explore the code analysis tools available in Visual Studio 2022. These tools can help you improve your code quality, identify potential issues, and ensure your code adheres to the best practices. We'll be using the C# console app throughout this video to demonstrate these features. But before we get started, please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't. So let's get into it then. So first, let's create a new console app project in the Visual Studio 2022. So let's go to the create a new project. And as you can see, I've selected C#. So let's type in console. So here, obviously, we will use the console app.NET framework, but you can also use the console app. So let's select this bit here, click on the next. And here, obviously, you can name your project, or you can give your project a name, but we're not going to look too much into that. Yeah. So we're going to click on the create. So I've got a project open, so I'm just going to not save this. So as you can see here now, we've got a new C# project created for us. Okay. So what I'm going to do, just so as you can see here now, we've got the Visual Studio console app created for us now. So let's move on to the next stage, which is the .NET compiler platform, or Roslyn analyzers. So Visual Studio provides a .NET compiler platform, also known as Roslyn analyzers, which inspects your C# code for style quality, maintainability, and design issues. So let's add some code with these potential issues. Okay, so first let's add an int. We're just gonna call it unused val for unused variable. We're just gonna give it. Just gonna assign number 10 to it. Okay, we're gonna add a console the right line here, but we're going to create another string variable. We're going to call this message, and we're going to assign null, and we're gonna print out message dot length. Okay, so as you can see, so if you look at the error list right now, we've got 2 warnings and 2 messages. So first, let's look at the warning. So the variable unused val is assigned, but its value is never used. And the second bit, obviously, the variable unused is assigned, but its value is never used. So we're getting 2 messages here. So the other one is unnecessary assignment of value to unused variable. Okay. So now let's run it to see what we get with what we get with this bit here. So if we actually put the mouse on it here, it says here a possible null exception. So let's go ahead and run it and see what actually comes out of it. So as you can see here now, we're getting an error message here, system.no exception. Object reference is not set to an instance of an object. So the message was null. So as you can see here now, we are getting an exception here. So basically, the message is null. So let's stop the project from running. So if we put it here, if we put the mouse here, you see we got this light, yellow light bulb. So it's actually telling us to check the expression for null. So we can click on it for a fix. So as you can see here now, we've got this bit as well. So it's saying the expression is always false. So basically, it's because we've not assigned it. So is always going to be false. So let's go ahead and click on it here again. Let's see. So it's remove if statement, replace exception with false, or negate the expression. So basically, you can do whatever you want to do here, or you can assign a value to your message. Okay, so let's move on to code metrics and maintainability. So what I'm going to do is just move on. So the metrics provide valuable insight into your code complexity and maintainability. Visual Studio calculates metrics like cyclomatic complexity, depth of inheritance, class coupling, and line of code. So let's have a look at code metrics results then. So the code metrics tools let's use the code metrics tools to evaluate our code. So on a project, let's right click on the project. So as you can see here now, we've got analyze and clean up. So here, let's go to calculate code metrics. So here, as you can see, we have a maintainability index, the cyclomatic complexity, the depth of inheritance, coupling, line of source, and lines of executable code. Okay, so for instance, so if your maintainability index is low, it might be a sign that your code is too complex and needs refactoring. So example of low maintainability index. So right now, let's write a code to demonstrate this. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this example. So I'm going to comment this method here. I mean this example. So we're going to write the code, a simple code here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video and write the code very simple. So now, now as you can see, I've got this example here. So let's move on to style and formatting rules. So Visual Studio also includes code style and formatting rules to help you maintain a consistent coding style across projects. So you can configure these rules in the editor, an editor config file, or through the options menu. Visual Studio will then enforce these rules and provide suggestions to improve code consistency. For example, you can set rules for naming conventions, spacing, and indentation to ensure your code follows a uniform style. So let's look at a naming convention and a practical example. So let's see these tools in action with a practical example. I will start with a simple C# project and run code analysis using the Visual Studio built-in tools. Okay. So first, let's create. Okay, now I've got a console app already, so we're not going to create any console app yet. So we're going to use the previous example first, but we're going to keep this for now, yeah? So I'm just going to comment this, yeah? I'm going to comment this, and then we're just going to uncomment this bit back, yeah? So we're just going to uncomment this. So now let's run the built-in code analyzer, Visual Studio with highlights. Visual Studio will highlight the unused variable and potential null reference, which we looked earlier on. So there's no point doing it again. So as I've already shown you how you can fix the potential null reference and whatnot. Yeah, I think that's it now. I'll leave this video here for now. I think I will have to continue from here now. But as you can see, you know what I'm trying to do there, how to fix your code error and how the Visual Studio Code Analyzer sniffs out code, code smells and whatnot. So I'll leave it here. So once again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do, because I've got lots of videos coming up. And I hope you have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Peace.